music, just hit us up. We got so much that we can discuss. Come to the booth and turn up with us.
Going down, party people. Welcome to another episode of All Star. I'm your host, Universe Dragon, and with me today we have GeeNe, maker
Hey.
of Meta Row Studios,
Yes.
and really popping studio in here. Lots of great artists come through there every single day. So
hmm
first off, welcome
Thank
to the
you.
show,
It's
GeeNe.
an honor to be here. It truly is.
Well,
I've
we
been
really
a fan
appreciate.
of yours from the beginning. You know that
I appreciate that.
you're actually one of the first to come into the studio, and
Oh,
that's when, for me, it was like a aha moment because I was like, "There's really people on here that can really sing and they can really rap." Like I was like all over it. And I see more people coming in doing the same thing. And I mean, you couldn't take me out of that studio even if you tried because I would pay to be there every night, to be honest. And I say it all the time. I
and that's
love
and
it.
that is awesome, and like creating a platform for people like myself and all these other artists that's coming in here, and being able to have a place where they can display their talents is
Yes.
nothing less than phenomenal, and to be able to do it good to where people are enjoying it and they to be able to come back and continuously enjoy that.
Yes.
um so before we dive too deep into
hmm
everything that you got going in here, how did you get here? How did you get to Horizon?
Okay. Well, I got my VR about a year ago. And I didn't know about Horizon. I must have visited every game like everybody does until we click on Horizon Worlds. And for me, this was just a game. It was
Yeah.
just a game. And when I got here, it's a whole different world. It truly is. And I met people that probably within the first week that I met here, we're still very good friends. A year later, that's my best friend right there. That's Chupi. Um, we kind of created this circle of friendship, and we now call ourselves the Glitchy Squad. Because we've been tied together. We FaceTime each other, we call each other, we support each other on here. We're always rolling up our sleeve for each other. So that's how it kind of started. And then I learned how to build. It was Jordan the twin that taught me how to build, and he lit that fire. So I built for a while. And then I started helping other friends, and then I started seeing the business aspect of it. I am a business person in real life, and I enjoyed running it. Like that for me is where my heart is. I love building and all that thing, but we ran Club Future for a while. I don't know if you remember Club Future.
Yeah,
It
I
was
remember
it
Club
was it
Future.
was going for
Yeah.
7 months, and that's kind of where I picked up all my skills. And I came to Metaro. It was not mine. It was DJ Spider's studio, but we helped build it together. But my heart was invested in it, and he wanted to move on in building because his love was to build. And I've been there ever since. And the doors opened and they never closed again. It's been packed almost every night ever since then. I don't know what
And
I'm doing, but I'm doing something right, obviously, because they still come every night.
yeah,
And I
no,
love it. I love it. And I see people like it happened again last night. Yeah, I watch for people that do not have the confidence to be on the microphone, and I watch them and I encourage them, and they go. And last night somebody found their voice again, and I love those moments. Those are the moments that really, really um, hit me hard because you know I struggle with depression, excuse me, and my mental health for a long time. And when I found this Oculus thing, because getting a little bit too much. I told you I overshare. I'm talking
no,
about
you're good.
mental health, but yeah, I have lupus and I have MS. So for me, my daily job, I am an artist. I had to put that aside for a while, and that took me to a point where you know I wasn't feeling like I was validating myself every day. I
Yeah.
didn't feel like I was delivering. And in here, it kind of woke something in me where I want to do it every day. And I see it spilling over in my real life. So I have no shame talking about mental health. I think a lot of people stay away from that. And it's very important that we talk about it because I see a
100%.
lot of people coming in and they have a platform where they can express themselves.
Yeah.
They come in there. It's not just rapping. People say, "How are you sitting there and listen?" It's not just that. There's storytellers. There are people that are writers. There are people that just want a platform to let off that stress. They have anger. They have they have pain. They've gone through much more difficult life than I could have ever imagined. And they come there and they talk about it and it inspires other people. And that's why I love it. It's not
Yeah.
just the music, it's the people. We've kind of formed a little family now.
Yeah.
So the
And
people,
art is a, it's art runs deep. Art is a
yes.
form that, is an expressive form. Art is beauty. Art is, it's so many things when it comes down to it. My question is, before you got into this space, how connected, to music have you been? Have you ever been in a studio before you got into this space, or is music one of the things that is grown with, that you've grown with in this space alone?
It has grown with me in this space alone. Um, I mean, everybody loves music.
Yeah.
Um, but when I came here, I seen side of music that I've never experienced because we turn on the radio, we download music, we don't see that person, we don't get to know that person, and we don't always recognize that person's how do I'm French, by the way, so I have to translate some words at times. Um, but the people that come in, they have a way of expressing themselves that really it has inspired me too. It's not just the
Yeah.
music, it's the people behind the music that's really
Yeah.
inspiring me because I know that um, we have mainstream music going out there, but the music that's in here, I don't think they're given a chance. And I think that metaverse is going to change that for everybody. I really believe that. I really do. I see rising stars in here every day,
Yes.
including yourself.
I
And I
appreciate
think
that.
there's more to come. There's a lot more to come. And it's beautiful to watch because you know it first started with those music shows that used to come on, America's Got Talent and those kind
Yeah.
of things.
Exactly.
It's very hard, and and there's a lot of pushing that happens behind it for these people to even get there.
Yeah.
Things are happening organically here, and I see the musicians thriving. There's no pressure, they're enjoying themselves, they're delivering
Yes. And
versus
a lot of the in-world things kind of fall away when first of all, you're behind an avatar. So a lot of times the things that you consistently worry
excuse me.
about, a lot of times in a personal setting,
Yes,
kind of slip to the side and you get to really focus on your voice and get to focus on your craft. So it's really amazing,
and it helps
seeing,
elevate your confidence.
yeah,
And like I said, the confidence in here really spills out in the real world because I've seen other people where their confidence is spilling out in the real world.
it
So,
started here and then it starts kind of manifesting in that
yes,
IRL, and you get to
yes,
do things and be a different person in real life. The person that you've become in here, you get to carry over. Um,
yes, I
and
see that a lot.
so with what you're doing and with the music thing, because anybody, anybody who's done music for a short period of time or a long period of time, or been involved in it, sometimes there's a burnout. Sometimes people keep doing it, and they get burnt out. My question is, what motivates you to continue to do what you do on a daily basis, on a regular basis, come in and continue to push what you do, and to make, to give people that platform.
For me, I get front row seat every night. Wouldn't anybody want that? Like for me, it's a passion of mine. I sit there and they start coming in and I put the beats for them and I have front row. I don't To me this is much more exciting than going as a concert where everybody's pushing me around. I can't
Yeah,
get to the front, right? I
you got a
front
front row
row
seat.
every night. And sometimes I tried to take a day off. I tried last Sunday, and I think there was a party of six of them that called me, "Hey, Janae, you're not opening the studio today." So I said, "Okay, you summoned me. You didn't. They didn't have to twist my arm very hard. Let me tell you that much."
Well, that's
But yeah,
great.
I love
Again,
it.
to
Hmm.
be able to provide that, to be able to have that kind of motivation, to keep going, to keep pushing, is a great and amazing thing. And again, what you're doing is amazing, providing that platform. and inspiring people, seeing people find their voice. I've seen that process go down before, and it's a lovely process to see,
Oh,
especially when you see someone find their voice and they
working
didn't have it
hard.
before. It
Yes,
really is.
yes.
So for someone who just comes into the space, someone coming into the space right now, they're brand new here, and they're wanting to kind of take a similar route to what you've taken. What would your advice be to them? What would your advice be to anybody trying to get into music, anything within the metaverse or within
Oh boy,
Horizon?
that's a long yeah, I would say excuse me. For me, I don't fit the norm in here, and if I can do it, I think anybody can. Just follow your heart. Do what motivates you. Do whatever pulls and tugs. It's happening for a reason. That's how I see it. It's almost like a calling. It happened to me that way. That's how I feel. I,
100%.
listen, if you would ask me a year ago if I would have been doing this, not in a million years in my wildest dreams.
Hmm.
But life takes you. A door closed, another one opens, and you have to be able to explore as well. So I would say, experiment,
Yeah,
find where your niche is, find what you like. At first, I thought building was everything to me. I still love building, but I love this more.
understood. That's
Yeah.
and that's some great words. Again, I mean, again, so many people every day are coming in here in this space, never been here before. So they need the guidance of the people who've been here, people who've done it, people who've, taken routes and then decided to go a different route, so they get to learn from us, people who've been here,
Yes. Yes.
so long. So we're, giving that information is
And
always
be
an amazing
kind
thing.
to each other. Just be kind to each other.
Hey,
Just be
you heard her.
kind. That's so
Be
important.
kind to each other, guys.
Yeah, it
It's
is very
very
important.
important. But really, uh, that again, what you do is nothing less than great. And everybody who provides that platform for people to explore their artistic abilities and to grow those skills, it's nothing less than amazing. So again, Janae, keep doing what you're doing. We,
I'm having the time of my
we're
life. I really
definitely
am.
enjoying it in Horizon. And again, just like what you do means a lot to a lot of people, and that's why they're there every single day. Um, you know, but with that being said, again, I want to appreciate you for coming out to
Thank
All
you for
Star
having
Studios.
me.
Really appreciate it. Keep doing your thing, and everyone, every week you guys tune in with us, and again we appreciate every last one of you
Rocking
guys who
with
watch
the
this show
all
every week.
stars
Stay tuned, we got so much more on the way, but thank you for rocking with me tonight with Janae.
If you got music,
And
just
again,
hit
we'll
us
see you
up.
guys next week.
We
Have a
got so much
fantastic
that we
night.
can discuss.